Again, talking with Senator Ted Cruz. I've only got a few minutes left with you here. I want to ask you about Congressman Jim Bridenstine, because as you know, he is being challenged within the Republican Party by a gentleman from Tulsa, a guy by the name of Tom Atkinson, who portrays himself as a nationally recognized energy expert, yet everybody I talk to in the energy business doesn't know him. He claims he's a true conservative, and he claims he's going to go to D.C. because gas and oil needs to be better represented in D.C. Now, he seems to be backed by a lot of people that have had associations in the past with John Boehner in particular. And I know that you've been working, as well as I almost called him Senator, Congressman Bridenstine, on the American Renaissance Act. So talk to me about the importance of getting Jim back in there, especially as it pertains to the gas and oil industry.
Well, listen, I don't know this fellow who's been recruited to be the challenger. What I do know is that Jim Bridenstine is a rock star. He is someone I know very well personally. He is one of the strongest conservatives in the entire House of Representatives. Jim chaired my campaign in the state of Oklahoma. Now, you know Jim is a war hero, was a flight instructor at the Top Gun Academy. And he's got that rare quality that is almost non-existent in Washington, which is backbone. The reason Jim has a primary challenger, and the reason there's a whole bunch of PAC and lobby money flowing in against Jim, is because Jim is willing to stand up to leadership, willing to stand up to folks like John Boehner, and leadership hates it.
Yeah.
They do not want a member of Congress who actually represents the people of Oklahoma rather than the status quo in Washington. I'll tell you, when it comes to energy, United States Senate, I've authored the American Energy Renaissance Act, the broadest, the most serious, comprehensive legislation to get the federal government off the back of the oil and gas industry, to prohibit the federal government from regulating fracking, to open up new land and new waters to energy exploration, to end the war on coal. And Jim is the author of that same legislation in the House of Representatives. I'll tell you, the people of Oklahoma, you could not have a stronger, more principled, more effective conservative fighter in Congress than Jim Bridenstine. And you should ask yourself, it is rare for an incumbent to have a primary challenger funded with all sorts of establishment money coming out of Washington. There's a reason for it. Leadership doesn't want to be challenged. They want someone who will be a rubber stamp for leadership. Jim Bridenstine is a ferocious warrior for Oklahoma.